And hi, everybody.
Good morning.
It's not morning.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Somewhere it's morning. It's also 5 o'clock because I'm drinking a beer. And it is 5 o'clock. 5:30.
It's 5:30.
Yeah. First off, I'd like to apologize for not having more episodes. Life has gotten really busy for Nate.
Yeah, man. Work is work. Like, average.
I just haven't edited things.
Yeah, I've been averaging like 100 hours every 2 weeks.
Which is ludicrous.
Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, it's only 20 hours over 40-hour work weeks, so.
It's still pretty
Yeah, but this last one was basically 40 hours in one work week and then everything else in the second. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've been going into work at least every Saturday for the last month.
Dear Lord, man.
Yeah.
That's you're going to get burnt out very
Yeah.
easy. Well, you were already burnt out, but you just...
I got my second wind right now, or maybe eighth wind. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, as I'm trying to start a quote-unquote second channel, which everything on that second channel will technically be on this channel. It's just I wanted to reserve the name. It's called Morning Brew Haha.
Haha.
I pretty much sit down. They're going to be video on this channel and also audio on this channel, but they're going to mostly be audio on the other channel.
Those are supposed to be video.
I'm doing the video.
Oh.
I mean, I have both. Oh, did you actually do some?
No.
Okay.
If I was going to.
You don't
I guess I have
do
to use the
video.
camera if I'm going to.
You don't have to do video. I just did it to test it out,
Okay.
which it's still sitting in there because, well, it's just been very weird lately. So, but yeah, that's that one. But we were talking. I haven't seen Marvel yet.
I have seen the Marvel of Captain. Some would say the second Avenger or the late Avenger, depending on how you look at the timeline.
Huh. Do they explain why she didn't come help?
No.
Oh,
Well, I mean, they did, but no.
Okay. My problem with it is the fact that it's like, so they're pretty much did an origin story for her, so she can come in and help with Thanos.
So speculation is she would come in and beat the living piss shit out of Thanos.
Okay. So is like she's supposed like, but to me that's almost like Justice League there a little bit like
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, Superman shows up, does everybody's job.
Yep.
And,
Deus Ex Marvel.
Yeah, so that's my problem with it is like so far the Avengers timeline, the MCU has all been team efforted.
Mm-hmm.
To whereas you're making this most powerful being ever in this universe to come in and pretty much save the day, and I'm like, well, that's a Superman complex right there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hold on. Sorry. We'll see if that's the case. I mean, we only got to wait like a month before.
Which is good.
Yeah. And then you got Shazam, the real Captain Marvel, coming out. I say real Captain Marvel because he was made in like the 40s, actually 1939, and Captain Marvel was in like the 60s. So, booyah.
Granted, I'm not up to date on my comic book history, but I don't know why they made her Captain Marvel.
So,
named her that.
Right now in the current comic line, she is Captain Marvel. Marvel is not really around, I think. I'm not real great on the Captain Marvel. We know I'm a DC guy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a Captain Marvel, and then which is her, and then there's Miss Marvel, which is the shapeshifter right now. And she's got her own cool backstory.
Okay.
She's part of the
But I still don't understand why
reboots
they
with
made-
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
So she was in that group where they just started throwing, switching up and adding new characters to diversify Marvel. And her and Kamala Khan, I think is who it is. Her and Miles were the ones that stuck and got a good following, as they should, because they're both very good characters.
Now, I'm not much of a comic book person. I love the concept. I think we've already talked about this. I want to, but it's just so little it's so very few. Like I prefer graphic novels.
Yeah.
Where it's pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
the whole series
Where
all at once.
It's like you got those big storylines that you can sit down and read.
Yeah.
I agree. I like those are easier to manage.
Yeah, because you don't have to worry, did I miss an issue or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a collector of the first or blah, 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 blah. But I watch a lot of people on YouTube and other places with some podcasts that's like, they talk about comics and all these, and I love it. I just love the mythos of the whole world.
Yeah.
But they were talking about, like, Captain Marvel is actually a hard one to pull off because even in the comics, she hasn't taken off yet. They're really hard pressed to actually get her a thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand
So
why.
in the Civil War II,
The Electric Boogaloo. Okay.
Sure, they definitely tried to step up her game. They made her one of the leaders of the opposite factions.
Oh.
Like in the first Civil War, it was Iron Man and Captain America. This time it was Captain Marvel was one of those tent poles.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
like I said, they're trying. The movie will help.
Yeah.
And the movie's not bad
Yeah.
for what it is, the origin story. It is very good, and it does some things very well.
Okay.
But as an adaptation of a comic book storyline and just the comics in general, it's an abortion. And I hope I didn't offend anybody with that word, but that's what it is. It's it would piss off a lot of hardcore fans because it kind of closed the door on certain storylines that they can't do because of decisions they made for cool twists. But Tony, my brother, said it best. They could still do that if they want to, but it'll confuse a lot of people.
And it won't make sense.
And it wouldn't make sense. So, and yeah.
Like, what about that theory that Banner is actually Loki?
No. No.
That
He's
just doesn't
not.
make sense.
It doesn't. They're like,
can't
he
happen.
can't be Hulk. And people are like, there's no way that Hulk would not show up to that fight. He's not scared. It's like, no, they've said Hulk wasn't scared. It was Hulk didn't want to come out because Banner wanted him to come out.
I haven't heard that theory.
Yeah. No, that's straight from the producers.
Oh,
Hulk
okay.
didn't want to do what Banner wants. The prevailing theory right now is that we're going to see Smart Hulk,
Oh.
where it's
He's
Hulk's
already talked in Ragnarok.
it's Hulk's strength
Yeah.
with Banner's intelligence.
Yeah. Which, that right there gets into a whole cloud of confusion because there's, like, hundreds of story arcs with this already there that they are actually separate beings. And once they pulled Banner and Hulk apart, Banner was actually a very evil, bad person.
Yeah.
And Hulk was actually really nice. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that because I'd rather them just be one person that is yin and yang.
Yeah.
That without the other can't survive, and they find a unity with each other.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh, they're actually two different people, and Hulk is pretty much a model citizen, and Banner's pretty much a nobody and an angry little troll.
Yeah.
That's just like horrible. And like, I don't care for that.
Well, I think
Storyline.
the old TV show was like Bruce Banner or the Hulk won't kill because Bruce Banner won't kill, and I like to think that he's just an amplified, uncontrolled Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
So just a rage monster.
Yeah, I'd prefer that theory, not necessarily that they're finding a unison.
They're in
They're in the same.
the
crate.
small one playing.
Yeah. So, side tangent. The Kira is, I think she's more of an independent, and Gwen's more of a cuddler. Because a lot of times Kira will be in her crate, and Gwen will go in, and Kira will come out of it. Because she's like, okay, I'm done here. And then she'll walk into the other crate. So I don't know. And that's another thing about puppy thing is, do I need to get them a third crate that this is your together crate? And if one is in their own crate, you can't go in there when one is in there. Like, that's your crate.
Yeah.
But here's a together crate.
That's hard to train.
It's untrainable.
It's not untrainable. It's
You'd
just
have
hard
to
to
have
train.
really smart dogs
Yeah.
to catch that. Anyway, that side tangent. But, see, she literally got out of her crate because she was probably in it first and said, okay, fuck this. I'm getting in the other crate then. Because you're in my crate and we'll get out. Get out of my crate! So, pretty much what that was. But, anyway, yeah, no, I think there's just so many... In-game should possibly be like a 3 to 4 hour movie just because
dude.
of the shit.
I'm all in. It's one of those. I'm like, I'm not drinking. Once I see that runtime, and if it's over 2 hours, I'm not drinking anything for like fucking 4 hours before that movie.
I would agree because there's so much to do with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
There's so much. Oh, what about the poster?
Oh, where they left off. What's her? Yeah.
I can't remember her name either.
I couldn't pronounce
But
it
I
even
couldn't-
if I could.
And I couldn't tell you anybody's names except for ScarJo,
I'm glad they fixed
Robert
it.
Downey. Yes,
They,
but it was also doubly bad because it was the only black person on the poster.
yep.
Like,
I think
no, I don't. Well, okay, where's it at? We gotta find it.
Don Cheadle was on the he may not have been on the poster, but his name was on there.
Oh, his name is on the poster?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Because
She was literally the only one.
She was literally the only one left.
Yeah.
Well, only black female then.
Yeah, M'Baku. I haven't seen anything of M'Baku either.
I don't know. And James Gunn.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to talk about. James Gunn got rehired.
Go ahead, because I don't know anything about it.
It's a little weird.
Okay.
Disney didn't even look for somebody to replace him.
Because they probably knew that they were just going to
They
hire
probably,
him
or yeah, they were hoping wait until everything died down and be like, oh yeah, no, we're bringing James Gunn's coming back, yeah,
Probably.
yippee, woohoo. So
There's a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I would have loved to have seen Kevin Smith do one. Because he did a couple.
Kevin Smith is, I
He's
think
done a good job at it.
I think so, but I think his more geared now towards television, doing short little stories.
I don't know what he's geared towards, actually,
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, short little stories. He's done a lot of Flash episodes. Probably some you'd like.
Are you caught up on Flash?
Yes, except for I am.
Okay. What was the last one? There was one past Grodd.
That doesn't bode well if we can't remember it.
Crap. Because I did watch it. Internet.
Yep.
But, yeah, no, I was very pleased with the James Gunn rehiring, even though I was like, it just seemed like they had a knee gut reaction, fired him.
On stuff they already should have known about. Granted, it was not okay to tell those types of jokes, but yeah, I'm happy.
To me, a comedian is a comedian.
Yep.
You just have to know your audience.
Yep.
Where and what you're telling.
Yeah, in today's audience, no matter what, you can't do it.
Yeah, is across the board.
Yep.
Because, I mean, if he was doing it in a closed stage studio, everybody going there knows who he is, so they'd know what kind of jokes he's telling.
Yeah.
Whereas anybody can be on the internet. But granted, if you're following him at that point in time, you knew what he was about.
Yeah.
It's just somebody taking something out of context, which is what happened.
Well, I mean, it was a witch hunt.
Yeah. What was I looking at? Flash episodes. Because tomorrow, I think, is a new episode.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Failure is an Orphan, I think was the episode.
What's the synopsis on? Read the synopsis on that.
The metahuman. With the metahuman cure ready to use, Barry and the team,
yep,
they pretty
okay.
much go to Cicada and be like, hey, let's do this. And then
And they're like, "Oh,
another
we didn't.
Cicada shows up.
We didn't. Well, it's Gracie
Yeah.
from the future. See,
Yes.
yeah.
It is.
And people were like, "Oh, we didn't know Gracie people are surprised that she's a metahuman. Like, how are you surprised? They totally
told you.
showed that
Yeah.
in the dream sequence,
Yeah.
like 3 episodes ago. It's like,
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
yeah, they're like, oh, she's a meta. No shit, Sherlock. Sherlock.
I also do not like reading the titles of the thing because that pretty much gives away what the fucking episode is about.
What's this week's episode title?
Time Bomb.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I mean, I can click on it and see the synopsis, but I don't wanna because I don't want to know what it is.
Rumor has it Godspeed is coming in, but I think that's just somebody hoping.
I would assume it's somebody hoping because it's going to be Reverse Flash again because the time bomb is literally the fucking clock on the wall when she goes. It's the clock on the wall.
Well, yeah. No, I'm saying somebody says that I haven't seen their video, but it was basically saying Godspeed attacks Thrawn.
Oh.
Or Thawne, not Thrawn. Thrawn is somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, best Star Wars villain ever.
That would be interesting, I guess. I don't know. That'd just be another speedster.
Yeah.
For the damn show. Which, granted, that's pretty much the majority of his villains anyway.
Our speedsters, yeah.
I get it. But, come on. It's like, makes 5 and... how many seasons are in?
4.
4?
3, 4, 5, maybe.
And I think...
Arrow's done after
Yeah.
season 8, 10 episodes.
What do you feel about that?
Yeah. Game of Thrones is coming soon.
Cheers to that.
Yep.
6 episodes. Only 6.
Only.
So-
They'll be a little longer than normal episodes,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
still, it's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, but I mean, they're almost going to be full-length movies.
Yeah.
They're going to be over an hour each, and I think somebody did a runtime. I think I saw that of how long each episode's actually going to last. So, but oh my goodness, yeah, I'd never watched it, but even they were saying about Arrow being canceled. It was like, no, they kind of knew it was coming because this is the run of it. It's pretty much over.
It's been going for so long that
8 seasons.
It'll be the 8th season when they cancel it.
Yeah,
or end it.
8 seasons for a comic book show. And
It's really good.
You can't.
I mean, Smallville went 10, and there were some seasons in there that you could just completely cut out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it went 10.
And they're not saying that Arrow's not going to be a part of individual episodes because he's going to have to be because he's a fucking superhero that deals with other superheroes.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's not like
they'll
they're cutting
be.
him out.
I don't think they will. They'll end Arrow, but those characters will continue to live inside the Arrowverse at somewhere, like bring Mr. Terrific into Legends of Tomorrow or into Flash. Wild Dog, you really can't do much with. He's a gun-toting psychopath, basically. Spartan, him and Arrow go hand in hand.
Yeah. Did you ever watch? How much are you on Netflix?
I'm on Netflix a lot.
Have you watched the Chronicles of? Gonna butcher the name.
I know what you're talking about. No, I haven't.
You should,
Okay.
because Wade is in it.
Oh, nice.
He's the good guy, Druid.
Okay.
I mean, he's in the first episode, so it's not ruining anything. But literally, I was like, this guy looks familiar. And then we watched a recap of Arrow or some bullshit, and I was like, oh, it's him. Okay. I didn't necessarily see him as a druid. He's a little buff and...
You mean Slade?
Yeah, Slade.
I knew what you meant.
Oh, no, his name is Slade Wilson.
Yeah, Slade Wilson. You call him Wade
Oh.
for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool's making fun of him.
Yeah. Which then just completely changed.
Yeah.
Into his own thing.
I forgot when I was going to... There's something in the middle of there. I was going to jump back Marvel, and I forgot.
Sorry.
It's all right. We were talking about...
Marvel, which individual spinoff or... I don't know if...
Oh. So, have you seen the teaser trailer for Endgame?
No, I haven't watched any
Oh,
trailers.
my God.
I don't watch trailers.
Tate came up with I don't think he came up with a good theory, but he gave me a theory that is amazing. If it's the way it went, it would kill people. People would kill themselves if it was the case.
Which is not going to be the case then.
Oh my god, it would be so good though.
Go ahead.
All right, so
Should we say spoiler?
spoilers for the teaser trailer
Okay.
and the trailer. So in the teaser trailer, we all know Iron Man and Nebula are stuck out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, on Titan. They're on Titan.
Yeah.
Well, in the teaser trailer, it shows him like talking to his Iron Man helmet, recording a message for Pepper, saying, "I don't know if you'll get this, blah blah blah. I've run out of tricks." But he's on like one of the Ravager ships, like Peter Quill's ship, the Milano. So the theory is he has to do something at the end of Endgame that puts him out in space.
So you think they showed the end of the fucking...
He's sacrificed himself by going out into space with something.
Okay. So you think they showed the end of the movie
Yes.
in the teaser trailer?
Yes.
All right.
Think about it. That's a horrible way to send out Iron Man. But it would be an amazing journey for his character.
Yeah. And to end the franchise.
You're ending the Iron Man franchise for the most part. And if for some reason you're able to get him back, you can just write oh look,
He landed on this planet, or somebody came through. A Ravager actually came through and was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck are you doing here?"
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it would just kill people if that was the case.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't like watching trailers just for that reason, that they kind of put the main climaxes into the trailer, but I still want to watch them
With
and
the
speculate.
The problem at this point with Marvel is, especially with Endgame and in Infinity Wars, you couldn't trust the trailers anymore. You can't trust them because they changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
To the point with this one, there was a scene where they were basically having a hero walk.
Yeah.
In the first teaser trailer, where everybody was walking and had Rocket. It was like a far off shot. It showed Rocket in there, but it had like a huge gap of people, and they were walking in a straight line. And in this one, it was a hero shot, and they were up close and showed everybody except Rocket.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and then the first half of this current trailer played huge on nostalgia. It was straight Tony Stark talking over, basically continuing his monologue where he's like, I've run out of tricks type stuff. But he's like, it's talking over the first and second Iron Man movies. And then it goes into Captain America, and you've got Peggy Carter narrating the same thing she talked about when she saw him in Civil War and she was dying, or when she died. Well, she died in Civil War, but it was Winter Soldier that she was having that talk with Steve, and they brought that back as they were talking to him, and then it did the same thing with Thor. So,
Yeah.
and then it had this one moment in there where it's like every major person basically was saying, well, we're going to do this whatever it takes. And it was like, whatever it takes, and then whatever it takes. So, but it was voiceover. They didn't actually say it.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to actually see that one. I mean, I'll go see that one in theaters. I don't know if I'm going to watch Kazam in theaters.
Shazam!
It looks fun, but it looks... I know it's what the character is, but it looks extremely cheesy and campy.
Oh yeah, if they do it right, I'm all in.
And I'm sure they will, because he'll have a pretty good story arc of, I just got my powers, hey, because they showed that all the time. They've showed pretty much all the laugh lines.
I think there'll be more.
More than likely, because especially with, I assume, the evil person is Black Adam.
He's not, but
Okay.
The Rock is Black Adam. He's been cast as Black Adam for like 3 years.
Okay, but for the next one, because he's not in this one, is he? Or
No.
is he in the
He might
teaser
be.
at the end.
So I don't know what happened but he was supposed to be in this one. But they got Mark Strong instead.
Okay.
He's playing I can't remember what he's playing, but he's a scientist in the comics.
Okay.
But
is it the same character? Because you know how they like to
he's not the same character.
switch up things.
So I think it's a very similar origin story to Black Adam.
Okay.
So,
but it's not Black Adam.
it's not Black Adam, which makes me sad because The Rock would have been great. Even in a campy film, The Rock would have been great in it.
Yeah.
He would have fit very well in the style of this movie.
He would have, and it would have given me more of a reason to actually see it in theaters.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a superhero movie. Yeah, there's going to be lots of action. There's going to be a lot of like his amazing story arc from being a kid to actually kind of growing up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not full blown growing up because he never is.
Yeah.
And even they said that in a lot of the videos that I watch about like he's supposed to have the wisdom of Solomon, but they play up his immaturity so much in the comics.
Yeah. So, but I mean, have you finished Young Justice yet? Oh my god! Watch Young Justice. There's actually a scene in there where it's like, who is this? And then you hear him go Shazam! You're like, oh my god! Of course it was, because it's further and further down the line. So he was like 10, and then
he's
15,
becoming an adult.
And now he's like 18.
Oh yeah. That would actually make sense because
But he's still Billy Batson.
Yeah, but they just don't show the
So he's like talking, and I'm like, I know he's a superhero, but who the fuck is he? Shazam! Oh, of course.
Yeah. That's probably well. I don't follow his arc on comics, but I'm like that'd probably be the first time that I've ever noticed to where they show an adult being an adult at that point.
Yeah. So and then I really wish they would put his hood up.
Oh,
for the movie, yeah.
Yeah, but at least they gave it to him.
Yeah, and for the you say campy and quirky, they couldn't have cast a better actor to do it. If you're going to be campy and quirky, Zachary Levi is the way to go.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Crap, I can't remember. It was something about Shazam in the comics or whatever. Nope, I lost it.
Oh, did you hear The Flash? Ezra Miller is writing his own script
for
The Flash.
Really?
Yeah, Flashpoint.
Wait,
the movie's called Flashpoint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's doing he's wanting to do a live action.
Well, he's played the Flash in Justice League, and I guess he's writing the script for his own solo movie.
Live action or
live action?
Okay, because I would say there already is a cartoon of Flashpoint.
Yep.
It'd be really kind of weird and counterproductive to do a.
Yep.
But even with the live action, the script's kind of already written.
Yep.
So, unless he's getting permission, which I guess he has, to change things.
It's Flashpoint. You can do whatever you want.
I guess.
That's how they launched the New 52, man.
True. So, are they going to end Arrow with Crisis?
I think that's going to be his last thing, yeah.
It would have to be because, I mean, in the comics, Crisis on Infinite Earth is what blew up the Earth.
Yep.
And rebooted everything. But at that point, I'm like, are they going to reboot all the shows?
No, I think I don't know. They could. It'd be interesting. I think it's how they could bring Supergirl into the main universe.
True.
So, and I said that with Crisis on Earth 2, whatever the Crisis was.
And it didn't happen then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they'd have to because didn't they finally buy her?
Oh,
or no?
Yeah, CW has rights to her.
Okay, they're still on. Oh, you're talking about bringing her Earth 1.
Yeah, bringing her into the Earth timeline, main Earth, and they could bring Black Lightning too, but
they're probably not.
No.
And all those Netflix shows are getting canceled too.
They're all canceled at this point.
They are?
Yeah, they're all canceled.
Oh.
That's because Disney's getting ready to stand up its own.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Their own streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
They're just
Granted, if they did not censor themselves and put up all the movies that they've had, I'd be okay with it. Because they're supposed to have all the movies, but apparently The Black Cauldron was their scariest, most gruesome movie that they ever made. And then they were like, oh yeah, we can't really have that because that's really dark and skeletons and people's faces melting off and stuff.
yeah.
I wish I had that one now that I knew that. Because I didn't even think it was a Disney movie because it was so, like, holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they're also going to have their
It's just another
Star
streaming service.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just another streaming service. It's like DC streaming.
Yeah.
So.
And then they've got Hulu is actually partnering with Spotify. So you can actually get both of those for the price of one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
So if you don't have...
I think I'd do
one or
that.
the other,
If that
or
was
if
the
you
case.
have both, then you might want to look at your subscriptions and...
I only have one.
Okay. Hulu.
Or I have Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah. But if you get Spotify, you get Netflix. Or you get Hulu and Spotify.
Oh. Okay.
For the price of one.
I don't know what Spotify does.
Music,
Oh,
podcasts.
I don't listen to music.
I
You
don't
know,
think it does
you
either.
know this.
So, but that's what it does.
Yeah. So
It's just a streaming service for music and podcasts.
music.
So, but yeah. Anyway, at some point we'll have to do. I mean, granted, this won't matter to the audience, but we're gonna try to do two this. I don't think we're gonna do two this week.
I don't think we're gonna do 2 this week either.
So
but
it might be next week.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's been awesome.
it has been rather enjoyable.
Cheers. You don't have.
I don't, but clink.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Boy.